So today we are going to discuss some very controversial, idealistic topics, especially when it involves witchcraft, voodoo, and religion in some sorts, because it's all cultural, it's all different from, all over the earth. Most people don't believe in this kind of stuff, but it's like, how can you use technology, especially like science keeps improving stuff every day. Not all science is good, not all technology is good. Just like how all religion is good. Not all kind of categorizes into like the same type of thing. It's like different names from different countries, but all in all, it's just the same. It's all real. It all exists. Just people from different parts of the earth call it different. Different languages use different names, right? So different suffixes, prefixes, and all that stuff from all over the earth. But in all, it's all the same. It all stems down to its existence of it being real. Just different names are being used throughout each culture, each background, each part of the globe. But anywho, if you believe in God, that is good. Because there is a hierarchy of religions or gods and goddesses and the higher realms of dimension. So it's just like it's hard to explain if for people who don't understand this and are like atheists and have to feel, see things to believe them, when it's like, see, you don't see the Wi-Fi frequencies, right, that you're using for your phone to connect all over the globe and for us to keep in contact with people that are not within our state. Or so imagine that, but on a spiritual sense, that people can connect in that way. You can't see it, but it's there. Therefore, that being said, it's up to you how you want to take it, how you want to believe it or not. But there are people that practice really dark energy magic and darker things like child sacrifices and doing, really chaotic, evil stuff. So, if you believe in God, I'm just saying, then and if you experienced positive, miraculous things in your life, that being said, that is what would make a good positive energy type of thing, like like good not like when so like I said, and the universal laws that all energy created cannot be destroyed, it can only be rerouted, or more so alchemized. So like how you can take some negative charge, like batteries, negative charge and a positive charge need to conduct to sort, to keep a source running of, it goes so much deeper than trying to explain it in the simplest way possible. But anyway, so obviously positive and negative charges need to be accessible to keep life sources running of sorts. So everyone's bodies are made of water, like 80% water, and it's actually an electrical conduit. And our bodies do, I guess, emit electrical frequencies of sorts. That's why you can, you use thermal military, what would you call it? Thermal military grade, if you install that type of, I guess, spyware, is it considered only spyware, or for whatever? So that thermal cameras and body heat stuff that you can see the, I guess, the heated parts and then the colder parts. So that's like negative and positive charges throughout the body, emitting like frequencies of heat. So that being said, the technology is there to have already, proven that these things are what they are. Like I said, it's up to certain people to believe that or not. It's up to you. But anyway, what I wanted to discuss is how you can tell someone is doing or trying to do witchcraft, like really chaotic magic, voodoo, to control and mind manipulate their subjects or individuals. Let's not call them victims, because no one being a victim is giving them power over your livelihood and your mental. So we're not gonna do that. We're not victims. We are powerful individuals. And anywho, so usually they will stalk individuals, their subjects, people who they're trying to do this black magic and voodoo and whatever they think they can, because it doesn't work on everybody. Everybody's spiritual ranking is different. Some people have like a higher degree knowledge, even without themselves knowing on why certain things don't work. Some people have been gifted without their own knowledge that they have access to this type of energy and power, while others who've been studying it for years do not, and are really, I guess it creates an envious mind of, oh, I have to challenge you and destroy you. In a way, it's just like, well, but why? We don't even know each other. And you're mad because your demonic black magic doesn't work on someone else who is just going about their life. So it's their life purpose to try and destroy this person because their magic don't work. Their evil, dark crap don't work. So they stalk and prey upon these types of people, wondering why it doesn't work, when it's because some people are protected spiritually. Because it was ordained that way from God, ancestors. Like, spiritual protection is a real thing, and most people don't understand that. So that being said, these individuals that like to practice dark witchcraft, spellbinding, soul entrapment, and like voodoo, mind control, where they feel like they can, control individuals. And for some, like, for a weak individual minded person and stuff like that, who are susceptible to manipulative ways, that can be said that that's how, the Nazis uses subliminal messaging. That was their way of communicating for a lot of ways, and that also entails in a small amount of mind control. And for some people, they think that they have this type of power over everyone, but in reality, not everyone is susceptible to it. Once you identify it, then you can kind of protect yourself from it. But anyway, so they'll take something personal of yours, may it be I don't know, let it be a jewelry, something you wear, or your shoes, your slippers. It could be like something that you've touched or you've worn, or eaten as well. They'll take your frickin', like say you ate somewhere, they'll go into the restaurant, get what you ate off of that plate, you touched it, you know, your DNA's on it. They can use that as well. And then they'll take an animal of sorts, usually birds or cats or something that they can get their hands on, like a rodent, a rat, you know, something easily, or a pet. These people are sick. They will go and sacrifice a pet, do a ritual on the animal, kill it. That's what the blood magic. Then they will take that animal and they'll place it around your vehicle, your housing, anywhere you frequent. They will take that dead animal, break it apart of sorts, whatever they think that they can do. Leave it there and litter. I call it littering because they're just freaking taking, like I said, their personal, like your trash. Say you throw your trash, they'll go through your trash. Take your trash, whatever you touched, like I said, from whatever you ate. May it be like what do you call that? Like coffee cup, something like, you know, something that you put your essence on. It's still your underwear, from your clothesline, whatever. They do it all. And so when they do these things, they'll like leave it around, you know, they'll put their voodoo magic, whatever they think that they're doing, and then they'll like place it around, you know, wherever you frequent. Supposedly something bad is supposed to happen to you, you know. It doesn't work on everybody, but these are just the small signs that they're trying, someone is stalking you, and then they're trying to do something dark to you, hoping that you get hurt, sick, or die, or something bad. They're calling upon really dark entities when they do these rituals and things. Especially, they don't realize that if people are innocent or have a higher, like I said, spiritual rank than these priests, voodoo priestesses, witches, or warlocks, or whatever they want to call themselves, in their demonic, satanic realm of deities that they serve. Because this is the thing, is like, how can you believe in all these demonic deities and sacrificing people to them and doing all this stuff, calling upon demons, and not believe in God when God created everything, evil and good? You know what I'm saying? And who would have the final say in someone's life, you know? Not saying that innocent people don't die or don't get hurt or anything like that, but there is always, like I said, it comes back around. The people that call upon those evil entities, it goes right back to the source. There is no exchange. Like, you can't call upon black demonic sources and energy, like black meaning dark. No, I don't mean racial. So stop being stupid, idiots, whoever's watching this thing. Like, that's what's called black magic. It has nothing to do with ethnicity. It's white people dabble in black magic. They probably do it the most, if anything. I don't know. I'm not a part of that crap. I'm just saying, it goes in any culture, any ethnicity. Black magic is black magic. It's dark, it's evil, it's bad. It's just, I don't have to explain how bad it is. We already know this. Like, you doing that stuff, you're doing it, you know, and you can't get mad when it comes back towards the person. And then someone saying that I have done black magic to them, or I'm just like, I don't even do that crap. I've never had to. I've been around people that have, but I don't. I used to ask why and how. This is one of the reasons how I know of these things. It's because I would ask these people that were a part of it. You know, like kids were like, you know, some kids grow up with all different kinds of friends. I had a diverse group of friends. I was not a part of one friend group. I would kind of just roam along different friend groups. I was a part of like the Christian friend group, the Gothic friend group, and then like there was the dark satanic Gothic kids that weren't just dressing like that, who actually did the dark stuff. And then there were like the jocks, the, you know, the athletes and stuff like that. I hang around. I kind of made friends with like a lot of different groups of people. I didn't feel comfortable just hanging around one set group of people. But anyway, that's beside the subject. In my experience of asking questions and just kind of observing these people, I kind of got to see certain things and like kind of learn how long to not be around certain people. Like, you know, you just kind of, you don't hang out too long or too much because you know that there is danger lurking around, type of thing. So you kind of just, you're sociable, more like acquaintances. You know, you're just genuine as you can be, and you just, you know, hello, hi, how are you? Yes, maybe I'll come if you're invited anywhere, but you don't stay too long, type of thing. That was how I kind of would, I guess, get along with people without trying to pretend like I fit in with them when I wasn't trying to. That's never the goal. But there are a lot of these types of people that go around learning magic from different cultures, and then they try to use it in like small towns normally, and then it goes into the secret societies. What do you think these secret societies come from? You know, like the Freemasons, Eastern Stars, Illuminati. I don't know. There must be like over 1,000 types of different secret society groups that obviously practice this type of magic or whatever, but they're everywhere. And like I've stated before, these people that raised me and called themselves my family members, they were a part of these types of satanic, ritualistic, secret societies. I didn't know this until maybe in the last 5 years. I started realizing that I was not in a safe situation, especially family members. The people that you think you could trust and depend on, these were the main source of, I guess, so when they're a part of these societies, they're all entailed with the drug trafficking, sex trafficking, child trafficking. A lot of these dark, ritualistic, satanic groups, and then a lot of them disguise themselves as church organizations as well. So they do these things, and for a long time, especially like if you're not, I guess, like I said, these aren't my real parents. They're not my birth parents, and these are not my blood siblings. So that's where all of the puzzle pieces started to fall into place, and I started realizing that I was not safe around these people. So that's why I don't talk to any of them. And if I were you, I would not give any one of them any information or paper, like anything of, like, if you're trying to get a hold of me, do not talk to them. Do not talk to these people. They're not gonna give me the message or paperwork or anything that's needed to be given to me. They've been doing this for years, since I was a child, stealing my mail, stealing, and pretty much like what any disgusting person who thinks they can own a person, like a slave, can do, control their finances. So this is what human trafficking is. They control the person's finances, control where they work, how much money they make, where they live, and how they are able to get income, which is obviously the financial. Then they pretty much have access, like hack your phone, watch where you're going. It's disgusting. It's beyond disgusting. And that's part of their it is, it's ritualistic. It's very demonic and satanic. If you, I don't know, do some research, go check up on patterns on how serial killers think, or traffickers, and they all do the same shit. None of it's not it's not been diagnosed or documented in all the documentaries. If you watch it, they're all the same. All these people kind of think the same. They do the same things. They look for similar victims. They, like I said, it's almost like it's the same demon in a different body. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what it is. And it's real, if even if you don't want to admit that it's not real. But yeah, these types of things happen everywhere. But in this case of in Hawaii, it's a lot. There's so many different people from all over the world that come here, and so a lot of these, I guess, dark practitioners of demonic and satanic religions, or whatever evil entity that they serve or worship, they come to Hawaii to do these rituals. And I guess they think people don't know that. So if you, I don't know, I just be mindful. And if you have people in your inner circle, your friend group, and wonder, like, the person that's always attending funerals, or somebody that they know, oh, this person died, I gotta go to this funeral. You should be mindful and wise enough to stay away from that person. Just saying. For your own safety and protection. If someone you know in your inner circle or friend group or family member is always attending people's funerals, that's a huge red flag to wonder why that they're always invited or even going to these funerals. What are they doing? Or what kind of business are they around that someone's always passing away? I find that one of the not just the red flag, it's just like, it's a pattern. How does it, why are your friends around you always dying? You know? None of the people I hang around, because I don't hang around them, I don't know, it's just like none of the people in my friend group ever are fucking dying like that. Like the type of other people I see that always are, like I said, oh, this person died, we're going to this funeral, and I'm just like, okay, why are so many people dying in your circle? Like I said, it's like desperate for money, desperate for some sort of collecting off a death or something. But just be mindful with that one person that's always like, and then okay, so not only that, so they're always attending these funerals, and then they always seem to maybe, like, they always kind of have money, but yet you never see them really working for that money. That's also a sign of them doing illegal, maybe partaking in these satanic rituals of why they're, you know, people around them always seem to fall. Those are just my observations of what can be viewed on and observed if you have the time. I don't know. But yeah, those are just a few things of today's discussion on what these people I grew up with are into. So just be mindful. And if you think they're your friend, they are not. And if they promise you money or to try to recruit you to be a part of their scams or secret society, I would suggest you run or go and report them. Because chances are you are, as a new recruit, most of the new recruits aren't recruits. You're a sacrifice that they just followed, stalked, and picked, thinking that they can manipulate you into being accepted into their scam network. So be mindful, be alert, have a blessed day, and stay the hell away from these people.